BoatScopy, BoatScopy Nicolas Venance, BoatScopy, a show by Yachting Art Magazine.
Hello everybody and welcome to BoatScopy, a BoatScopy live from Port d'Inesta next to Barcelona. In front of me is a brand new Beneteau First 36, and today we will speak about naval architecture, and for this let's meet Lorenzo Argento, one of the members of the team who designed this boat. Lorenzo, good morning.
Bonjour, Nicolas.
Oh, wow, you speak French. Wow,
that's all I know.
I know.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
So, Lorenzo, you belong to the lucky team who designed this really beautiful sail racer behind you. And today I wanted to share with our viewers your job, and you speak to us, you share with us about the brief behind this boat. Before, could you present yourself?
Yeah. Well, I'm a yacht designer, which is, I've had a long career in custom boats mainly, and sailing custom boats, and then we started collaborating with the Beneteau Group with the first 53 as a deck and interior design. So, but I'm a sailor in the first place, so I'm really keen in having a boat that looks like a boat and not like a house. So that's the first goal. And when Beneteau Group and Seascape team, they came up with this brief, because there is the brief is the heart of every project. If there is a good brief, there will be a good project. If there is a bad brief, very difficult to have a good project. So they came up with this idea of a 36 foot, maybe 37 or 35, but that was the range, size range. That was the first goal, was to have a light displacement, easy boat to sail, but really light, meaning that is the boat can literally surf down the waves.
You will speak about this.
And that was the main idea, and then collaborating with very talented designers like Sam Manuard for the naval architecture and the sail plan and the keel design, and Pure Design for the structure engineering, and Gigodesign for the innovation, and they did all the market research in order to understand what the real market wanted in terms of layout, so it's been a wonderful, and obviously the Seascape team, the whole Seascape team that built a really good boat.
What is interesting, Lorenzo, you are a designer, but before you are naval architect and you are a sailor.
Yeah. When I was a little kid, 21, 22 years old, I crossed the Atlantic on a first class 10, and I spent 5 months on the boat with a bunch of friends, and so I'm a sailor. That's how I got involved into this. And then I end up, I wasn't really never interested too much into the specifics and the scientific aspects of the naval architecture. So I moved away from that, and I'm more interested in the outside look, the interior layout, and that's how I ended up working with a production boat builder like.
It's important for a designer not to be just a designer when we speak about a sailboat. Absolutely.
I mean, a sailboat heals, a sailboat go through waves, a sailboat has a nature that is a living object, no? And differently from a car or from a bike, you are exposed to a number of incredible different conditions. So you have to cope with that, and the boat has to keep you, to look after you. And so it's to do with the obviously the performances, but it's also to do with the pleasure to go sailing.
Yeah.
So the smoothness of the ride, no? And this boat in particular is really very well balanced. It's very light on the rudder. It's very pleasant to. We sailed yesterday with big waves, upwind, 8 knots, but the boat was just really moving at a good pace. And that what really is the heart of a good design as a whole, no?
On the market, there is a distinction between cruiser racer and racer cruiser. Could you explain to our viewer this distinction?
It's really because on the bigger size, let's say above the 40-foot size boat, you tend to have kind of equipment, air conditioning, wine cellars, double fridges, and you tend to also entertain people on your boat beside go sailing. On the smaller size, below the 40-footer, and this is where Beneteau decided to split between and collaborate with Seascape to build a more accurate composite boat, a lighter boat, but also with a lot less equipment. I mean, the extras that you can add on a 36 are very minimal. The boat is also the interiors. There is less wood, less. Everything has been designed to be optimized, to be structural. Is all composite. There is no wood panels. No wood structures, so it's all focused to meet the lightest possible weight.
When you introduced this report, you spoke about a ratio. What was the key ratio you took care during all the project?
Yeah, this is one of the golden naval architectural rules, is the displacement length ratio. So the displacement is a non-dimensional factor, and he basically describes how light a boat is in respect to the length. So in this case, we manage, as a team, we managed to stay below 100, which makes the difference between a boat that can surf the waves and can plane along the sea or not, or it becomes a displacement boat because you keep on adding on things.
Yeah.
So, and that is the real split. So obviously it's beneficial, but besides racing as such, is pleasant to sail.
Yeah.
It's a pleasant boat to ride.
Feelings.
Yeah, the feeling is there.
At the helm.
This is pretty windy now, coming up, so we must go out and sail.
We will. We will. What are the technical and industrial consequences of the fact you had to respect this ratio?
Well, the process to design the simplest, so the layout has to be very, very easy and symmetric, so it's very easy to build. So the components of the interiors is structural as well as furniture, and the other thing is that we use the lightest possible materials for the ceilings. There is very little extra material. The non-needed material is simply not there. The only thing that we kind of we wanted to implement as to give some wood touch was the fiddle, the border that goes around the beau moulet, which is in tradition of First, which was on
a key point of the DNA of the brand.
Absolutely, and it was there on the first 53. We took it back, so it's
exception.
Yeah, and but if you design the boat easy and simple, the boat is light. If you start to overcomplicate it, over-design, then it becomes heavier and heavier. So you have to be very strict on that.
Where is the boat being constructed?
Is built in Slovenia at Seascape, and they have a facility, and the boat is very carefully built. It's like the Figaro project, where they had the Figaro had a specific factory because you had to follow a certain procedure, which is not the same that you will. And this is something that it's kind of difficult to communicate, but it's very important that people really understand that this boat is of a different league.
Yeah. As a conclusion, if you had to synthesize this boat in a few words,
it's my perfect boat. It's the boat that I would like to own. Is 11 meters, is 3.7 wide, is 4.8 tons. You can enjoy the ride. You can enjoy it with few friends, 3 or 4 friends, with the family. You can race her. What else do you want? It's easy to handle. It's manual. There is no need and in fact, it attracts the real sailors more and more. The more people they see the boat, the more inquire they ask. They call me up and say, but that is the boat we want. Exactly. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah. With the key words, that will be the last word: surfing, surfing, surfing.
Exactly. Absolutely. The 3S. We call it
3S. Thank you very much, Lorenzo.
You're welcome.